Hi Pisces, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. My name is Gabriella, for anybody new. I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. Pisces, I was getting this so strongly for you when I was meditating. You may have had something going on where like you kind of built your hopes up around something, and like part of yourself could have been like, don't get your hopes up, or don't get like too far pushed into like I'm hearing theatrics. It's like something about this like scene setting even that you're doing, because like somebody on the other end that's I'm hearing your scene partner. It's like this person may not come through in the way that you think that they're going to, and then you may be stuck in a spot where it's like you feel disappointed, and you also feel like it's on you too because you're the one that like let it get so far in your head. This can even be somebody you're making plans with, Pisces. So yeah, there's something about like really staying on top of where the fantasy space is going for you mentally, because like right wherever Pisces falls in your chart, it's like that's where you are the most imaginative and creative and wonderful, and like wanting to look on the bright side of things and just like make things very beautiful and mystical and like just fanciful in all of those ways. And it also has a tendency sometimes to get tripped up on in that and get ungrounded and not be like looking around. So there's some type of like maybe even anchor that's needed. You could also be feeling extremely like sensitive right now to different energies, taking on other people's energies as well. So it's like for some of you, it's like you're about to see somebody and you may start taking on their energy like right prior to hanging out with this person or seeing this person. So there's just stuff that you want to be mindful of, and also make sure that like after you're seeing certain people, if you're not like feeling great energetically, to like cleanse and do whatever it is that brings you back to a grounded space. Because yeah, it just looked like some type of fantasy even is coming to an end, and it could have been something where like there was potential for it to go that way. Like I'm not seeing you having been completely like out there with this thing. It's like definitely something that could have happened, but I'm seeing it like possibly not go that way that you had thought, and I'm seeing that like have a deep impact on you. Like maybe you didn't realize how invested you were getting in like some fantasy that you were having about a situation. And like I'm not seeing you like be blown out of the water by this. I'm seeing like you knew that you were fantasizing about something and that it might not happen, but there was the hope that it did. But yeah, there's also a moment of too not making assumptions. Like you need to ride something out as well. Like it may end up being a better situation than you think it's going to be. So interesting, Pisces. And trust, I do understand, as someone with more Pisces than anything in my chart, I definitely understand the Pisces energy. Have a big stellium in Pisces. For some of you, somebody from your past is going to be reaching out to you. They want to clarify something. Looking at the Knight of Swords here, the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Something could also be clearing up from your past in general, whether or not this person is involved. For some of you, there's even something that you're clearing out in the dream space. It's like you're in the astral realm, maybe even clearing something out, working something out. I'm getting something like related to the dreams, like you could be sorting through something, processing through something. Yeah, so somebody wants to come in and talk with you. They want to clear something up, give you information you need, clarify something. I am hearing the word elucidate. Yes, yes. So that's what's coming to fruition, this person coming through to have a chat. It's something where like somebody wants to get down to business. This can also be about what you're mutually even creating with this individual. Some of you may be experiencing some congestion. I was not experiencing anything like this until now, so I'm definitely picking up on somebody here. Something with the nose, the back of your throat even, and I'm getting something in the left ear. For some of you too, you may have something going on within your hip area, I'm getting. I'm hearing medial sacral. Some of you are having like some sort of stiffness even. That can translate to the lower back also. Yeah, so I'm seeing you working with somebody, and it looks like you're like creating something together. This can be casual plans, but for some of you, you're actually trying to create something with this person that you're working with. And I'm seeing that be like, you want to mutually manifest with this person in mind is what I'm hearing. Because I'm seeing you, like, both of you guys on either side, I'm seeing like you be a very creative, powerful energy. I'm seeing this person is also, I'm hearing manifesting, generator, something along the lines of that. Manifesting generator. Something about their manifestation, but I'm seeing both of you guys be like very powerful in this way, and I'm seeing you try to work something out together. It's like, as you may be trying to like collaborate or mutually manifest with this person to like have some sort of desired shared outcome from a situation, or like produce something that you want to produce with this person. I'm also getting this sense of wanting to build with this person. Like, I'm seeing you guys be entangled in a way where there's something that's going to be definitely produced from the interaction that you're having with this person. And it looks like both parties are willing participants in this. Feeling a lot of heat going down my back right now. Maybe you're having like some sort of activation as you're working with this person. I'm looking at the Empress popping out here. I'm seeing you be in a place where if at any point within a situation you find yourself in, you see that it is not like resonating with you or bringing a sense of, I'm hearing alchemy, I'm hearing peace into your life, I'm seeing you be like, I'm not sticking around for this. I'm not even seeing you second guess yourself at all. I'm seeing you be like, I know what's in alignment for me. Like, I'm seeing you be in such an extremely empowered energy, Pisces, where you're like, it either vibes with me or it doesn't. I either want it or I don't. It resonates with me or it doesn't resonate with me. And I'm seeing you just like accept that on the spot and be like, I'm either going to stick around because I want to, or it's not resonating with me and I'm going to leave, and I'm not going to get caught up in the why of it. I just know myself and I know what I want and what I don't want, and whether or not this brings peace to my life or adds growth or whatever it is that is like the desire of the interaction, the nature of the interaction. And it's like, if it has the components that you want, you're there to work on it and be present, and if it doesn't, you're not going to stick around. I'm seeing it be so very clear cut for you, because you know if something isn't in alignment, you're just going to like waste energy sitting there wishing that it were different. And I'm seeing you just be like, nope, it's not working for me, and I'm watching you go. For some of you too, there's somebody that you're trying to work with and they may be intimidated by your energy. And maybe it's even got to a point where you're like, I don't really feel like I can do anything more within this situation. It would be up to this person to kind of get it together. Like, we say intimidated, maybe also like they put you on a little bit of a pedestal too, you may feel. In an unrealistic way at times, it seems, with this person. Let's get further and see. It's like maybe their issue is comparing themselves with you, actually. In that way, it's like maybe they see you as being like ideal in some sort of way, and then they compare themselves where they feel inadequate somehow. And that can be something that's affecting the way that they're even treating you. But it's something unrealistic. Like, nobody's perfect and all of that and whatnot, but for some reason it's like maybe you don't feel like you're being seen as an equal by this person, for some of you. Yeah, I'm seeing like so many plans related to, I'm hearing dyads. It's like you one-on-one with people. I wonder if this is the same thing. Let's see further. For some of you, something may have gotten too hectic within a connection and you took a break. I'm hearing freeze. I'm also getting a sense of like maybe you feel like you've been on your own and you really do want to connect with someone here. Like, I'm seeing the desire to connect with somebody, but somebody that like really does resonate with you, actually. Not just like a random person, you know? This is like somebody you want to connect with, that you already feel a sense of connection with this person. You don't want to just be doing this just to connect. It's also about connecting with the right person, I'm seeing. Because I'm seeing you be like very standoffish when things don't resonate with you. Like in a place where like you really understand your value and your worth. I'm getting like so much personal work that you've done that you're not going to put yourself, I'm hearing an abject surrender. It's like you're not going to dim your light to like make somebody more comfortable. You want somebody that matches your frequency, and I'm seeing that be very important. So it's like if something doesn't fit the bill, I'm not seeing you compromise on it, because like you know your worth and you know what you deserve. And if that means being alone until you connect with the right person, that's what's going to happen. And I'm seeing you be in a phase where like this has been going on for you. It's like you don't just want somebody coming around telling you that you're pretty or that you're attractive or that you're handsome or whatever. It's like you want somebody that's going to see you as a person and much more than just like your physical stature. You want somebody to notice like your dreams and to ask about the things that matter to you, and like what your favorite color is, and like your philosophy on life, and all of these things that have a deeper sense of spirituality. And like you want to feel that magnetic connection with someone where you don't always have to communicate in verbal words with them. You want somebody that feels like they're on the same wave and that they understand and that they're also empathetic to your emotional space and understanding and curious and open and all of this stuff. Because you are. And that's the type of connection that you're craving. And without that, you're not going to feel the depth of intimacy that you're looking for. Wow, Pisces. I'm seeing this all be related to personal work that you've done. Strictly is what I'm hearing. You may also be kind of on a wave where is something even about health oriented with Virgo here, I'm seeing. It's like even being mindful of like, I'm hearing what you're putting on and into your body, because of like the energetic impact that will have on you. Somebody may be reaching out to you because I'm hearing something about being on hold. I saw 1515 when I looked up. You may be in a place where you don't feel the need to necessarily reach out to certain people. So that may be why this person is coming through to speak with you. Because, like, you may just be, like, vibing out within your own space. I'm hearing on your own time. And so you may not, like, feel the need to really be reaching out to other people. But that may be, like, what triggers this person to reach out to you. It's like they want to like talk to you and relay some sort of information. My nose itching. They're curious. You may also be, like, quite private, actually, about your close interpersonal relationships. For some of you, even your business. Or, like, something related to your finances, even. I'm seeing it be something that you don't really discuss unless you're extremely close with the person you're talking to about it. I'm here minding my business. For some of you, too, there's a situation that you know that you're going to move away from and you're not going to make a big deal or a big fuss about this. I'm seeing you, like, handle it extremely gracefully. It's one of those moments where, like, you may see somebody at the party. No, we're not describing it like that. You may see somebody at the party that is acting in a way that you don't resonate with and, like, maybe even somewhat offensive. And instead of you being like, you know what, I'm going to tell them what it is and I'm going to say all of this stuff, it's like you just pick up your stuff and walk away from it. Because it's something that it's not something you want in your life, and it's not something you want to be around, and you don't want to be having that rub off on you energetically. And you know, too, like, when we interact with people, we have to move down into their vibration or up or whatever it is. We have to size up with them vibration-wise to interact with them. So it's like, who are you squaring up to? Are you going to lower your frequency for somebody, or do you want to be, like, maintaining the light? The light shift is what I'm hearing. The frequency. And I'm seeing a situation where it's like you could have gone and said something, but I'm seeing you be like, it's not worth it to me. It's just going to bring something I don't want into my life, and I'm going to be, like, energetically welcoming that. So I'm seeing you actually just, like, silently move away from something without feeling like you need to cause a fuss. This looks like a lesson in you not feeling the need to respond to somebody that's ultimately irrelevant. And, like, I'm seeing you be in a place where it's like you could either interact with this person and make them relevant to your storyline, or you could be in a place where you're like, you know what, it's not worth it. Like, I'm not giving them access to my energy, and just move away from something without even feeling the need to respond. I'm here relocate, reciprocate. Yeah. I'm hearing boss moves. I'm seeing you reflecting so much. I'm seeing you really keeping your composure here, not through bypassing. I'm seeing you processing things, but doing it with, like, yourself and your guides rather than feeling like you need to use another person to process. I'm seeing a very strong emotional foundation that you have too. It's like when you have this time to reflect, I'm seeing you be extremely stable. For some of you, you even have a business, I'm hearing category, something that you're running here. Or there's something important about, like, what you are building, whether this be, like, some spiritual legacy or something like that with the Emperor here. But I'm seeing something, like, within the emotional experience, maybe even some sort of meditation that you have mastered. What's interesting to me is that even though you may be moving on from a situation that now you feel composed enough to do, because there may have been something that, like, you were trying to move on, but you weren't like energetically ready for it, or you weren't letting go yet, or emotionally, something like that. But now I'm seeing you actually do. It's like you not only are ready to move on, but you cut all the cords, and like there's nothing lagging anymore. Like I'm seeing you completely drop that karmic baggage, like you're done with that. I'm seeing like a full cycle. I'm even seeing like a washing machine, and it's like cycle complete. So I'm getting that like you are fully done with something, and I'm seeing you step into a place where there's something that you're planning out related to your manifestations, and it looks like you want to collaborate with someone. This is somebody that you feel matches your energy in some sort of like pragmatic or business type of way, or there's some sort of seriousness, or they're a master of their craft in a similar way to you. And I'm seeing you want to collaborate with this person. And I don't know if this is going to turn romantic, but it may have the potential to do so. I'm getting some significance with like Aries placements with you guys. I'm looking at Venus, Aries, Virgo, Mercury, Pisces. There's like something that you guys have in common. The Aries energy is definitely sticking out to me. So I'm seeing so I don't know if this is in the process of manifesting. My nose is getting so itchy. I don't know if this is in the process of manifesting, or if this has come to fruition yet. It feels like it's in the midst of happening now, but it looks like you are going to be connecting with somebody that you can work with and that you get along with very well. And this may start off in a professional way. Although I'm getting something like you may have something about the Mars energy being activated by this person. I'm seeing it be a very reciprocal dynamic that you have with them. Somebody that you work well with, I'm hearing this. You work well with this person because of something internally that you have had to work through. Like I'm seeing again something with like the Virgo and the Aries energy. Okay, let's dive into this. With the Virgo energy, this may mean like you had something to work through when it came to compulsions, any sort of obsessive behavior, even being very critical of self, of others, stuff like that you may have needed to work on, stuff with your health as well, health, fitness, all of that, something that needed to be balanced. There are many different like ways that this can manifest. It could have even been like health related problems. It was like maybe something that you needed to work on to like find a way to master it. It can also be like self-reflection as well with the Hermit. Something even about like socializing or maybe being okay on your own. I'm also getting this. And then with the Aries energy, this may be like learning to control certain urges and impulses that you have, knowing when to take action, when to not take action, when to sit back, when to allow somebody else to step up, how to be a better like collaborator. It looks too like you could have somebody that you wanted to rely on and they ended up letting you down in some sort of way. Like maybe you did want to work with someone and you felt a connection with them. I'm seeing you feeling hurt about something here. For some of you, it has to do with plans that you were making with someone. It's like somebody came through and told you something. Something bothered you. This can be a moment even when like you are in the midst of an experience with somebody and you're like, let me take a second to think about the way that I want to move forward with this. Like rather than just acting right now, or like experiencing my emotions and feeling like I need to take action based off of that, I'm seeing you move to a place where you're like, you know what, I'm understanding that right now this is a moment where I need to reflect, and I'm seeing that happen here. And I'm seeing that like what comes to fruition is you moving into a more balanced, grounded space, rather than not checking in and interacting immediately. Because you gave yourself this time, I'm seeing you are then able to control the narrative here, rather than feeling like your emotions are running you, or your ego is running you, or your impulses are running you. So I'm seeing this be something very important that you're doing. As I said before about like having this experience where like something may go differently than you had thought that it did, and you may feel like a bit more sensitive right now to things that are going on, so you feel more affected by this situation, rather than being like, oh, I feel angry, or I feel sad, or I feel spiteful, like whatever this thing is that's happening, rather than you feeling those things and being like, I'm going to take action right now, I'm seeing you step back and be like, what can I do right now that would allow me to feel empowered moving forward, as far as a response that I want to give to this situation, and how do I figure this out? And I'm seeing you take the time that you need to figure that out for yourself. I'm not seeing you rush into something. You may even like take a step back, or like not respond to somebody immediately, because you need the time to reflect on this. And I'm seeing you feel so much more grounded because of that. You may even like check out from interacting, 26 on the time, check out from interacting with other people and kind of move back in within your own space, just to like get your bearings, and then like come back out and re-enter the space and try to figure out like the direction that you want to steer something in. Because it looks like this energy that you're working with, if this is outside of you, I'm seeing somebody with a very, very potent energy. So this person may also be, I'm hearing something about volatile, but I'm seeing it be something that like they may have a tendency, something again about the Aries energy, where like they've also like worked to master something within their own experience, but both of you guys could be like highly like sensitive, emotional, like feeling a lot of intensity, passionate people. And so like there's a sense of like deliberately not wanting to trigger this person by reacting from a place where you're triggered as well. So I'm just seeing this be something that you put a lot of thought into, and it's something that you recognize you need to take a walk or take a breath or take a step back, and that you do. And it allows you even to like heal something that needed to be healed, because I'm seeing there could be like a bump in the road that you experience with this person, and I'm seeing something that can be worked on, because I'm seeing it looks like you guys are very close with one another, like either good friends, or you just feel like you have a deep understanding of one another. And I'm seeing this as somebody that like you work well with, you communicate well with, you guys are able to explain things to one another. There's a sense of just like getting each other. And you guys may be like a little bit different. I'm even seeing some type of like evolution that has happened within the dynamic that you have with them. Maybe you even started off in like a professional or business type of way, or maybe you like met them through like work or something like that, and then you guys found out that you really connected. Something may have happened, and like at first you may have taken it personally. I'm kind of getting this too with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It's like maybe something didn't go the way you wanted, and you like felt like it was a bit personal. Venus, Virgo, Aries, Mercury. Let's see. This may be you having, like, looking into something that had bothered you, or you felt, like, let down or hurt by, between you and this person. Like, something happened within the dynamic that you have with them. I'm seeing cherries here. I'm seeing a lot of red, reddish pink. Yeah, I'm seeing you, like, think about the partnership that you have with this person. Yeah, something... This feels, again, like... You thought that things were going to go one way with this person. There's something about, like, feeling disappointed about the way that things go. Like, maybe I thought it was this way and it ended up being this other way. I'm seeing you, like, even look a little bit sad. This can be so many things because it's like, overall you could be realizing that like maybe you're not compatible with somebody, but also if you like have a relationship with someone, this can be like you had plans with them and something fell through and now you feel disappointed about that. So know too that it's like a ranging scale of like what this can be applying to as well. Like it doesn't have to be something monumental. I think like in tarot sometimes it can get very extreme in black and white, like this is going to change your whole life, or like when you realize this nothing will ever be the same again. Like, you know, those titles that you see like when you're reading, and sometimes it is like that, but I think like a lot of times where we get put into this like never or always, or like this very black and white like dichotomous place. And so know that this can just be like a bump in the road that you're having with this person, and it's something that can absolutely be resolved with them, and it's just a process that you're working through. All of it is a process that you're working through. It's not like, none of this is the end of the world, anything like that. It's all just something that you're going through, and like finding the guidance and what resonates with you and how you want to move forward with this situation, rather than abandoning ship when you hit a bump in the road and feeling like you need to go off track immediately. Because I'm seeing something even like switch your mood up, and it's like, woo. I'm seeing even like your higher self be like, wow, that was a really intense mood shift that we just had there. And like the part of you that's experiencing like your emotional experience is like, I kind of know that this is a bit dramatic and we're kind of up and down, like oscillating right now, but this is like how I'm feeling, and that's also okay. So there's this sense of like welcoming your emotional experience with open arms, and also like allowing yourself to process before you make a choice or a decision or a commitment is also what I'm hearing. Like you want to give yourself time to have this, because you don't want to cheap out on yourself when it comes to everything that you're processing, because it's like when you get behind those feelings there may be something else that's coming up, and it's like you want to get through all of it rather than jumping the gun and reacting in a way that then you're going to be like cemented into, and it's like you weren't even done processing yet and you felt the need to jump on something. So it's like, give it a little bit of time, like let yourself air out is what I'm hearing. Yeah, let yourself air out, take a break, reconnect with yourself, reorient yourself. Think about the direction you do want this relationship to go in, rather than the ways that it's not going in. Why? What it seems like to me is that when you're in a more calm, grounded space, that may like actually activate this person in some sort of way where it's like they want to come through and have some sort of like passionate or intense interaction with you. It's like the more grounded and centered you are, maybe the more they're trying to come in and interact with you. It's like maybe even to remind you. I don't know, maybe they feel you pull back a little bit or something. Okay, let's get further, because I'm getting such a mix with this energy and I need more. For some of you, you're looking for more of a commitment from this person, and they're showing up in like quite an inconsistent energy. It's like, I'm seeing this. This is somebody you know. This is somebody that you've been doing this dance with, okay? This is not a new person. I'm seeing this person. I am looking at the King of Pentacles. That may mean something specific to you. I'm looking at somebody that it's like you want more of a commitment from somebody, but it's like the way that they come through is they're inconsistent. They may be advancing upon you because they want to hook up with you or something. But I'm seeing like you've done this before with them and you were left disappointed. And it's like they already know this. It's like they're trying to repeat the tape with you again. This is what I'm getting with this person. I'm seeing you've done this already and it was not what you wanted, but for some reason, like, you may not be remembering that. Because it looks like this person still, like, has possibly an energetic hold on you. Let me get one more. It looks like things ended with this person. How many times, I don't know. And that's not to say it can't be brought back to life, right? But things did not end well with this person is what I'm getting. Like, I'm seeing a thorn in your side still. Are you still thinking about them? No. I think I see what's going on here. Okay, so your guides are reminding you to think about how you felt when you were with this person. Were they meeting your standards and expectations, or were they leaving you lonely, feeling disappointed and sad? Because I'm getting, like, even when you guys were, like, at your prime, meaning, like, maybe the prime of the relationship, there were still things that you, like, didn't feel good about is what I'm seeing. And I'm getting to that, like, you took a break even from, like, possibly, like, hooking up or doing things with this person that are related to, like, the root and sacral energy and root and sacral. So it's like you're gonna sleep on this person if they're coming through just trying to hit on you, but if they make the right offer, like, maybe you would consider this. Because I'm seeing somebody that in the past you felt like maybe they could be the type of partner that you want them to be, but you also may be, like, trying to re-manifest this person into your life in some sort of way. Like, I'm seeing you, if not, like, you may not realize that you're remanifesting something into your life, because I'm seeing you spend a lot of time thinking about this thing, and maybe you're also, like, it's just me, like, fantasizing it. It's, like, what helps me go to sleep at night, but it's, like, meanwhile, there's actually going to be an energetic implication of this, is what I'm getting. So, like, very much be mindful of where you're allowing your mind to roam to, because it looks like something may be starting back up with someone. And it may be something that you didn't deliberately do. This is what I'm getting to, but it may be, like, somehow sending signals to them. This is a moment, too, where you may not be realizing how powerful you are, or, like, how something is going to be affected by what you're doing. It's like, well, I'm not picking up the phone and calling them. How am I maintaining something energetically? And it's like, meanwhile, every day at 4 o'clock, you, like, are devoting an hour to this person, like, in some way, shape, or form, like having thoughts about them or whatever it is that you're doing. So yeah, energetically speaking, you may be, like, calling this person back, which they're also going to feel even at a subconscious level. Interesting, Pisces. Pisces is very, very, very magical, very, very psychic energy. Have to be very mindful of the way that you use it. It's, like, probably more powerful than you imagine yourself to be as a magical being, Pisces. So yeah, intuitively you felt like you needed a break from this person and to, like, focus on yourself and even your job or, like, your responsibilities. Focus on the things that bring you a sense of grounding. But I am seeing you still think about this person and, like, the times that you had with them, and also how you felt disappointed. You may also be feeling sad because you don't have, like, the physical connection that you used to have with them. Like, maybe, or maybe they were just really fun to be around. there's definitely something that you felt like passionately about, like when you were around this person. So it's like whether you had like activities that you really enjoyed doing together, or it was like a physical thing, or it was just like something that you had in common. I'm seeing you like enjoyed being with this person, and it's like during the fun times it was a lot of fun, but when it came to responsibility or stability in any sort of way, it's like this person did not come through. It's like they were all about the fun and not really about the other things, and the other things are still very much important to you. And that's why I'm seeing there's this sadness, because like part of that energetic connection you feel. For some of you, you're waiting for this person to regret things enough to come back through and say something to you. You may be waiting for an apology, actually. It looks like I'm seeing somebody waiting for an apology here. Somebody's like, I feel really disappointed about the way that things go, and it's like they're coming through, but this is going to take some time. For some of you, I'm getting 5 months exactly. For some of you, it's going to be 7. I'm just looking at Gemini. Also looking at Scorpio on the bottom of the deck. All right, Pisces, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.